Perfect. 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 Perfect.
First step to replace these interior back speakers will be removing the back seat. Let's go ahead and remove this back seat. Go ahead and get that out your way. Got the back seat out the way. Now it's on to the next step. Okay, so the next step after removing the back seat will be remove the 5 bolts that are holding the top 2 pieces of the back seat out. The next step, you would remove these 5 bolts. You would need a 17mm socket to remove these 5 bolts to remove your 2 back portions of your back seat. Your 2 top portions of your back seat, you will need a 17mm socket to remove these 5 bolts. 2 in the left, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the right. So let's remove these 5 bolts right now. As you can see, the top 2 pieces are out of there. After that, you can see the 5 bolts are in the car. There's 2, 3, and the other 2 right there. 5 bolts to remove the top pieces. You could remove the seat belts, but why do you when you can just maneuver around them? Okay, the next easy step will be removing the side panel by the seat belt. Okay, so your next step after removing your 2 top pieces to your back seat of your Challenger, you want to remove these on both sides. Piece right here, you can simply grab it by your hand, simply pop it out. Do that for both sides. Put this for your bolts here so you don't lose them. Both sides. If we got the seats out, it's time to get ready to remove this screw so we can ready to move the side panel. So the next thing you want to do is just remove this Phillips screw so you can remove this panel next. Access this, first you want to pop it up into this Phillips screw right here. Remove this screw. So you can take out the side panel to get to the speaker. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you keep up with the screw. Get you a magnetic. Never can go wrong with this. It keeps a hand of all your screws. Never can go wrong. Either you do that, or once you remove this panel, you always put your screws or your bolts back in the same spot that you got them off, so you know exactly where they go. But in this case, it's only one screw. Put it right there. Okay, so let me rearrange this camera so you can get a better view. The next step after you remove that Phillips screwdriver will be removing this black peg fastener that's located in the back. Right there, as you can see it. You have to pop that out. So let me see how easy it's gonna be for me. Up in here. I don't have the right tool, so I'm gonna use me a flathead screwdriver. Get behind there. Assembly. Both sides. Oh, pop it on out of there. Just as simple as that. Now that we got that out, that is the last piece. Put that right there. The next thing will simply be to pull this whole panel off to access this rear speaker. Remember, it's plugged in, so not to pull so hard when you try to pull it off. You don't want to damage the speaker wire. But this whole panel is going to come off. So let's get ready for that. You can see the fastener is now removed. So now that the fastener is removed, now it's time to remove the whole side panel to access the speaker. And please remember, while pulling on this side panel, it does have clips, which it shouldn't be too hard to pull out. But at the same time, while you're applying a little pressure, do remember there are speaker wires back there that you are trying to not tear, not destroy, and not tear up to replace these speakers. So please be careful. Take your time. Took off the Phillips bolts, the Phillips nuts, and then took off this fastener. It's time to pull this side piece off so we can access this. Okay. Make sure you get up under here, pull it real slow. I started from here all the way around. You're gonna do it real slow until it all pops off. Way real quick. As you now can see, you can now access the side panel, which I will flip the camera around there, and now they should get to the speaker and replace it. Next up for replacing these speakers, we're removing this clip and these two Phillips screws, I should say. Two Phillips screws and one clip. To remove the clip, you will simply just push in and pull out. Simple as that. And for that, just simply loosen two screws, remove your speaker, and replace it. So let me do that, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. See, the factory speakers compared to the brand new speakers. Even the size magnets. Something totally different. Alright, let's hook these boys up. Okay, as you can see, everything's put back together. Everything's snapped back in, everything's bolted down, tightened up real good, seats snapped in, bolts tightened, and speakers connected. Now, I'm gonna give you the finished results and let you see how it ends. No longer these factory GM speakers. Let me see if I get that in focus. No more of these factory, small, cheap Rattling. They was rattling. I mean, that's the main reasons why I went back there and changed. I turn up the bass, listen to some good music, and you hit rattling. Now you don't hear nothing but crisp, clear sound. Here go a sample. I would say a job well complete. Alright, YouTube, until the next video, holla at your boy, man.